Hello everyone, it's Nathan here from Giraffe Class, and today we're going to think about Anti-Bullying Week. Anti-Bullying Week is where children in schools all over the country think about what bullying is and what we can do to stop it. We get lots of help from organisations like the Anti-Bullying Alliance. Oh look, here's Saps. We know that Saps helps to keep us safe at Palatine. Saps has got a question. What is bullying? Because he knows that talking about bullying is one of the ways that we stay safe at school. In our staying safe policy, we say that bullying behaviour is to repeatedly and intentionally cause emotional or physical harm to another person or group of people. That's quite hard for us to understand. There's lots of very long words in there. So to help us remember what it is, we've come up with a word, and that word is stop. But what does stop stand for? Well, the letters of stop help us to remember that bullying means several times on purpose. In other words, it's to do with somebody trying to hurt you or upset you more than once and doing it on purpose, not as an accident. How many different ways do people bully us? Well, bullying can be physical, which is where someone might hurt your body. It could be emotional, which is where somebody hurts your feelings. It could be verbal, where somebody says some things that are unkind about you. And also, we mustn't forget cyberbullying, which is where people use technology like phones or computers to say unkind things about you and make you feel sad. Well, what can we do? As adults here at school and at home, there are lots of things that we need to do to keep you safe. We do things like watching children's behaviour while they're at home or while they're at school to see if there's anything unusual. We must make sure that we listen to children and adults when they want to talk to us about things that are happening to them. We need to make sure that we follow up what children or adults tell us. We need to make sure that we do the things that they ask us to do. We need to make sure that we are sensitive and caring. And we also need to report anything that we find out. That's one of the ways that we know that we keep children safe. But it's not just adults who need to do things to keep us safe. Children, you need to do things too. You need to make sure that you tell an adult if you see something that makes you uncomfortable. You need to make sure that you tell an adult if someone does something to you that makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you feel sad. You need to make sure that you walk away. Don't fight back if someone tries to hurt you. And you also need to make sure to keep any evidence of cyberbullying. If people send you nasty messages, don't delete them. You need to save them so then you can show someone to prove what's happening to you. We have another word to help us remember what to do about bullying. And that word is start, which stands for start telling and report trouble. It's really important to talk to somebody if something is happening to you or if you see something happening to somebody else that you think isn't right. Start. Oh look, Saps has got some different situations for us to think about. Why don't we read them and think about whether or not this is bullying and what you would do in this situation. A new child started your class this week and he is finding it difficult. Some of your friends have been laughing at him. What would you do? Saps says that he thinks this is bullying. It's not kind for other children to laugh at the boy who started in your class. I hope that you would tell an adult and maybe you would tell your friends to stop as well. Here's another one. Someone bumps into you while they're running on the playground. You fall over. What would you do? Saps thinks that this isn't bullying Accidents happen sometimes on the playground, especially with lots of children running around. I think the right thing to do would be to get up and to tell someone that you're hurt. And then someone can check that you're okay. Hopefully the person that bumped into you would say sorry, and then you can carry on with your playtime. Here's another one. Another child at school thinks it's fun to tease you every day. You're afraid that she's going to hurt you, and you're starting to hate coming to school. What would you do? Saps thinks that this is bullying. It's not okay for another child to tease you, and it's not good that you're not enjoying coming to school. I think the right thing to do is to tell an adult. You could tell a teacher, or you could tell one of the other adults in your class, and make sure you tell someone at home as well. Here's another one. One of your best friends at school decides that they want to play with someone else at school today and not you. What would you do? Saps thinks that this is probably not bullying. We can play with different children on different days in our school, and sometimes it's nice to play with different children. I think the best thing to do is to continue to be kind to your friends, and I think tomorrow your friend will probably want to play with you again. Here's another one. You report bullying to your teacher, but the teacher doesn't believe you. What would you do? Saps thinks that this is not a good idea. It's not good that your teacher has not believed you. The right thing to do would be to tell your teacher again, to tell an adult who's at home, and maybe you might want to tell a different adult in your class as well. It's really important to tell people if you think that bullying is happening. Here's Saps again to remind us that bullying means several times on purpose. And if we think that bullying is happening, we need to start telling and report trouble. Remember those two words, stop and start. Have a good anti-bullying week, everyone. I look forward to hearing all the things that you're going to do in class. Bye.